All right, people, I welcome you all to Moments of Matters Arising with the Street Comrade. It's our timeout, and thank God it's Friday. It's a weekend program where we have gathered to analyze, activities that has happened, within the period. Quickly, 54-year-old Nigerian Catholic priest reportedly committed suicide 3 days after being, ordered to return to Nigeria from the United States of America. He committed suicide, and that is a bad precedent. Gunmen reportedly abduct principal and four NECO candidates in Kogi State. That was a few days ago. But as at this afternoon, we have news, a good news, that the principal and those students, had been rescued by securities in Kogi State. Kudos to Nigerian police and its sister agency. Okay, Nigerian security nabbed a Moroccan doctor who is working with terrorists. You can imagine that shows that what the battle we are fighting is even international. Is even international. So a Moroccan has been the doctor to terrorists in Nigeria. Senate committee seeks increased funding for North Central Development Commission. The ones they have been given, we don't know what it has been used for, but the Senate committee seeks that funds be increased for North Central Development Commission. Okay, French president to embark on state visit to Nigeria anytime from now, according to a French envoy to Nigeria. Three political parties unable to upload candidates' name on INEC portal as the opportunity to do that elapsed 11th of July 2026. But we are still hoping that INEC may, extend the days, for that particular activity to enable, all those other parties, the opposition parties, to put it acts together. All right. Nigeria records highest foreign direct investment within the West African region with about $1.19 billion foreign direct investment. I think that's good news. It's good news. Actually, the Tinubu-led administration is doing good on papers, and when it comes to macroeconomics, but the problem is the microeconomics, that which affects the common man, is where our complaint is. The common man is not really finding it funny with this economy. Dangote to jack up fuel prices at it starts dollar pricing due to crude oil supply constraint. That is the problem we are in. Nigeria Apex Social Security Agency, Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund, presents 74 prostheses to beneficiaries from the employee compensation scheme. It's a federal government private run program for social protection for Nigerians. Find out more about NSITF and key into that program and benefit. Okay, Nigeria to spend 2.4 trillion naira in the Abuja City Walk project. It's believed to be, upon completion, to be the project that will be housing the tallest building in Africa. So Nigeria is about to spend 2.4 trillion, naira on that project. House withdraws state police bill as president sends new bill. I've said it a couple of times before now. I said the bill was not supposed to come from House. It was supposed to be from the executive arm of government. And this should have been after a delegation of experts has been sent to countries who are already practicing state police to understudy them for at least 6 months, then come back and prepare an executive bill that will be sent to the parliament. So now I think they've made a U-turn and actually trying to now put the horse before the cat, because before they put the cat before the horse. So now the House has withdrawn its own bill, and the presidency is now, presenting a more robust bill for state police. EFCC secures final forfeiture of about 48 properties worth more than about 200 plus billions, linked to former Minister of Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, who is facing trial as we speak. Okay, appeal court voids section of Electoral Act and uphold rights to vote and be voted for, and rights of association for Nigerian citizens. So a political party cannot wake up overnight and say it has sacked a member of a political party. So I think that in effect, that is what that section is trying to address. Industrial court to embark on vacation come July 31st after a resounding pronouncement in a judgment that government agencies, that staffers, civil servants can now sue government agencies where they are working while on duty, yes, as against what is obtainable in public service rule. Public service rule made it difficult for you to be able to sue your organization even when they go against the law. But now, the industrial court, led by robust and extremely intelligent juries, has turned it around that you can actually sue your employer now, when your right is, trampled upon. All right, mobile network users in Nigeria hit 188 million, with Glow Nigeria having 23.80 million, subscribers. That's a good one. We are moving forward. Senate increases federal road safety, money by increasing the amounts, attached to different fines. None of them now is below 100,000. If you beat traffic light, you are caught 100,000. A whole lot of things. Rough driving, 100,000. Drinking while driving, 100,000. If you are tested and you didn't pass, the drug test, 100,000. So these days you gotta drive safe, respect traffic lights, and respect traffic orders on the road, because the National Assembly, the Senate, has passed a law, waiting President's assent, to recalibrate the act establishing the road, Federal Road Safety Corps. All right. Aside from that, we are now heading to international news. The former president of America is set to, launch a book he titled Promise Me America come 17th November. India launches first hydrogen-powered train. King Charles visits, the 104-year-old Burma War veteran. Turkey celebrates 10th, anniversary of July 15th, 2016 deadly coup attempt. Volvo Australia rolls out its first electric truck. Okay, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum to file criminal complaint in the U.S. over the death of 17 Mexicans in U.S. immigration custody. Okay, the Qatar royal family loses its patriarch, Sheikh Hamad bin Khalif Al Thani, I think the former emir of Qatar and the father of the current emir. The United Kingdom has proscribed the Iranian IRGC and declared it a terrorist organization. Okay, Ireland increases carers allowances for its citizens. The U.S. South Carolina governor have appointed Mrs. Darlene Graham, the sister of the late Senator Graham, to replace him till next election. And the Bonham, now officially Labour Party leader. This happened today. Okay, Dubai issues 1 million residency permit in the first half of 2026. Israel's parliament dissolved ahead of the October election, so there's no Israeli parliament at this moment. Okay, About 100,000 Iranians signed petition against IRGC. UK House of Commons starts recession to return 1st September. Iraqi PM calls out to Christians to return home. Iraqi Christians to return home. They have a proposal for about 1 million, Iraqi Christians who are out of the country to come back home. Israel launches preparation over for the 2000th anniversary of Jesus' baptism come 2030. So prepare to hit Israel if you are a Christian so that you see for yourself. Have a blessed day ahead. It is the moment of matters arising with the street comrade. Thank you.